Heidelberg Hustle podcast is proudly sponsored by Silver Security Group and Heidelberg Times.
Hi everybody and welcome to episode 4 of Heidelberg Hustle. My name is Neil.
I'm Ronald.
And this is Heidelberg Hustle.
In the headlines this week, Heidelberg and Rotunda mourn the passing of a valued resident.
Tragedy strikes as a 2-year-old toddler drowns in a Bergzig pool.
Helen Zille to visit Heidelberg.
And Rand Water starts maintenance on pipeline that will affect water supply to all of us. And in this week's sport headlines, Berge top of the log after Kempton demolition.
And the Western Race for Hope attracts the most entries ever.
En Volkie Hockey Seuns speel hulle laaste wedstryd vir die skool.
Security structures in Heidelberg and Rotunda were dealt a severe blow after the untimely passing of one of its most valued members. Sibongiseni Musibi, affectionately known as my burglar, was more than a colleague and community member. He was a brother, a protector, and a family face who stood in service of others. Rest in peace, Sibongiseni, my burglar Musibi. Your service, your spirit, and your memory will forever be honored. The DA mayoral candidate for the city of Johannesburg is coming to Heidelberg. Helen Zille will be in our town for a DA fundraiser on Friday, the 19th of June. This event takes place on the day before the first voter registration weekend.
Tragedy struck in the suburb of Bergzig last week when a young 2-year-old toddler unfortunately drowned in a swimming pool. Despite the tireless efforts of multiple emergency teams and more than an hour of advanced life-saving interventions, the little girl sadly passed away on the scene. Our heartfelt condolences go out to the family, loved ones, and all those affected by this devastating loss during this incredibly tragic and sad time. Rest in peace, little one. Rand Water commenced their scheduled maintenance earlier today. While this work taking place today might not have such a marked effect on supply, the second round of maintenance taking place on the 17th of July definitely will, with the Selcourt reservoirs from where Heidelberg and Rotunda water comes from not receiving supply for a period of up to 60 hours. As many residents know, it takes a lot longer for water to reach us here in Heidelberg and Rotunda than it does for other places, and our reservoirs also take some time to fill up. In die sportnuus hierdie week, die Berge is weer baas teen die Kempton Wolwe. Ronald, vertel ons meer van die eerste span se wedstryd.
Yes, Neil, waar begin mens? Dit was letterlik 'n pak slaag gewees hierdie week.
Jy stel dit baie mooi.
Ja, waar Heidelberg met 120 punte teenoor 3 gewen het met 20 minute oor in die wedstryd, waar die skeieregter en die opponente net besluit het genoeg is genoeg en ja, die wedstryd was daar gestaak gewees.
Sjoe, Ronald, dit klink meer soos 'n crickettelling as 'n rugbytelling, maar in elk geval, die tweede span het ook blykbaar baie goed gedoen.
Ja, Neil, die tweede span van Heidelberg Rugby Club is ook steeds onoorwonne. Hulle het met 59 punte teenoor 5 gewen, as ek dit nie mis het nie. En ja, ons verstaan dat Heidelberg se eerste span tans bo op die liga is en die tweede span lê tans tweede. Ons het na die wedstryd met Damian Grace, wat in sy 50ste liga wedstryd vir Heidelberg Rugby Club uitgedraf het, gesels as ook hoofafrigter van die eerste span, Mario Jordaan. Kom ons kyk wat hulle te sê gehad het.
Okay, saam met ons Damian Grace, vandag 50ste wedstryd vir die Berge. Hoe voel dit, Damian, 50 games vir die groot klub te speel?
Ja, dis 'n eer, ek kan sê. Die hart is daar. Vandag is een van die lekker games gewees vir my. So, ek het alles gegee. Al wat ek kan sê is die vibe in hierdie klub. Daar's 'n rede hoekom ek hier jol. Ek meen, ek bly in Brakpan, so daar's 'n rede hoekom ek hier jol.
Dis net nie vir
die in my hart.
Dis net nie vir die Brakpan ouens sê jy bly daar nie.
O ja, ek kan nie dit mense nie. Nee, ja nee, dit is
baie geluk met 50. Ek dink jou spanmaat sal ook vir jou sê baie geluk en ons is geëerd om jou in hierdie span te hê.
Nee, baie dankie, ek waardeer dit. Daar's hy. Dankie.
Okay, saam met ons coach van die Berge, hoofcoach van die Berge, Mario Jordaan. Mario, baie geluk met vandag se groot oorwinning. As 'n ou dink nou waar ons was 2 jaar terug en waar ons nou is, gee jou seker baie plesier om te sien hoe vorder die ouens.
Wel, waar ek gevat het by Jaco, hy het 'n hoë noot gelos. So dit was nogal moeilik om daai stap te hou, so ek moes dit gehou het. So ja, dit gee vir my groot plesier waar ons was, waar ons nou is en waar ons wil heen gaan. So ons doelwit vir die jaar is ons wil die liga wen by die Merlin. En dan die groot doel vir my is ek wil gaan coach in die pedigree. En coach Louis wil saam en ek glo daar spelers wat ook saam met ons die kant wil gaan en ons wil die klub weer vat waar hy jare terug was.
Dis goed. Ons is nou 3 wedstryde in die Merlin Liga. Die Berge is onoorwonne. Hoe lyk die dinge vorentoe? Ek weet dinge gaan net tawer raak. Is nog 'n paar groot spanne speel.
Ja, daar's tog
positief.
Ons is positief. Ons het laasweek so 3 of 4 beserings gehad, maar waarvan 1 ernstig was. By die ouetjie wat Sheldon 4 weke uit was, maar daar's diepte. Ek sê ek en coach Louis werk al van die begin van die jaar vir 'n squad stelsel. En die so squad stelsel begin nou werk en die ouens beklei vir die spots en almal steek hande op. En ja, was nog nie baie moeilike games nie. Die eerste een was Sassel, was redelik moeilik geweest. So ja, ons kan nou net momentum vat van hier af vorentoe gaan en dan game vir game vat. Dis wat ons kan doen.
Laaste vraagie. Consistency sê hulle is baie belangrik in rugby en lyk my jy het nou 'n lekker squad bymekaar, 'n lekker groep spelers bymekaar.
Yes, dis die groot ding, ons myn ding. Ons het 'n goeie squad system, consistency is daar. Ons roteer die ouens want dit is 'n lang seisoen. So ons kan nog baie goed gebeur intussen, maar ons vat hom game vir game. So gaan nou hierdie oorwinning vier en dan maandag kom ons terug back to the drawing board en dan vat ons die volgende.
Dankie.
Baie dankie vir julle.
Sterkte vir die res van die seisoen.
Dankie vir julle.
Die Berge reis weer van 'n Bouwpark toe die naweek, Ronald. Hulle gaan die van 'n Bouwpark Mustangs aanvat. Mustangs se seisoen nie so great begin nie. So ons verwag die Berge gaan al die punte weer huis toe bring. Sterkte manne. This past Saturday saw the 4th edition of the Western Race for Hope taking place out at Poortjie, just outside of Heidelberg. Now this has become, like we said in last week's episode, one of the highlights on Heidelberg's sporting calendar. Ronald, me and you were there. What did you think? I think it's your second time there.
Second or third time, Neil, I'm not completely sure. But it was incredible to see the amount of joggers, people walking, cyclists, kids. It was just a great atmosphere for everyone, and it seemed like everyone enjoyed the day.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of people from out of town were here. Feedback so far that we've had was very positive. Some good stores. Did you enjoy your Rocker Mama's burger?
I did. The Rocker Mama's burger was incredible. It's been quite some time since I had my last one, so yeah, I believe everyone enjoyed the day. There was so much to do for all ages, and yeah, I can't wait for the next one.
Yeah, it was a good day all round. A lot of stuff to do for the kids. Besides the Rocker Mamas, there was stalls selling boerewors rolls and flapjacks and Yankees.
Yankees, that's correct.
That's the first time I've heard that. That's
apparently,
like a Sputnik.
Yeah, apparently it's like a Vienna or something deep fried in I'm not sure.
In a dough.
In some dough or something.
Yeah, nice. But congratulations to Jaco Kritzinger and his team from LCC, and of course the main sponsor, Western Insurance. Your support is just absolutely fabulous and leads to the success of this event. So hopefully we'll see you all next year. Me and Ronald have decided we are going to not be partaking next year. So yeah, we'll see you there with our cameras.
En laastens in die sportnuus, 2 hockeylegendes van Hoërskool Heidelberg tree uit. Neil.
Ja, Ronald, Herman Jacobs wat die doelwagter was en Div Heisamen wat 'n groot allrounder in die span was, het tussen hulle 137 keer vir volkies uitgedraf op die hockeyveld. Hulle het nou hulle laaste tuiswedstryd gespeel vir die skool en ons wens hulle alle sterkte toe. Baie mooi, julle is ware legendes.
Baie geluk. This week, we're going to have a look at one of the hazardous pieces of road in our town. Neil, could you possibly tell us more about this?
Yeah, Ronald. Last week we discussed the potholes in Rensburg. This week we're on the R42, which crosses the R23 on HF Wood Street. You might remember there was a serious accident there on the 24th of May last year. where a truck went over through the railings. We went back to the bridge today to have a look to see what repairs were done, how well the repairs were done. This is what we found. On the 24th of May 2025, a tragic and horrific accident happened behind me on the intersection of the R23 and the R42 Vereeniging Road. It's been over a year now since damage was caused to the bridge. So we've come to check if any repairs have been done and how the repairs are looking. Let's go and have a look. As you can see, nothing's been done. This is a serious hazard for both motorists and pedestrians. At the end of the day, this is a provincial road belonging to the province of Gauteng. We've tried to contact them. They haven't come back to us with an answer. So how long this bridge is going to look like this, nobody knows.
Janiel, that looks incredibly dangerous for both motorists and pedestrians who cross the bridge. And the fact that it's been more than a year since the accident seems just unacceptable.
Yes, it is, Ronald. And whether the authorities are just waiting for another accident to happen or for someone to get seriously hurt before anything gets done remains the question. We feel that a year is just far too long to wait for a road of this nature and this importance to be fixed. So come on, Gauteng, get your stuff in order. We need this road fixed.
In this week's episode of the Heidelberg Business Buzz, we once again talk to Renier from Semicolon Collective.
Yes, Semicolon has relaunched as the Semicolon Collective, and Renier tells us why it's important to rebrand.
Let's take a look.
Hello everyone. So we started a Semicolon marketing event. Today we officially evolved into something bigger. Welcome to Semicolon Collective. Same personality, same values, but bigger strategy and bigger value. This is more than a rebrand. It's a reinvention of how we create, connect, market and grow alongside the brands that we work with. From strategy and social media to events, branding, business growth and creative direction, Semicolon Collective was built to bring everything together under one powerful vision. And to celebrate the launch, we are doing something big, a launch special. Purchase our starter package at only 3,500 Rand and receive access to a 3-month all-inclusive top-tier social media package worth over 20,000 Rand. Because growth should never feel out of reach. Let's get in touch and see how we can partner to grow your business and your presence online. Ciao.
This week, Silver Security Group brings us a security tip. Let's have a look.
Hallo julle, Jason hier van Silver Security. Net 'n sekuriteitswenk vir die week. Maak seker jy toets jou stelsel met jou reaksiemaatskappy gereeld. Maak seker hy werk. As jy twyfel dat hy werk, toets hom gereeld met jou sekuriteitsmaatskappy. Nog 'n wenk vir die week, maak seker jou beligting by die huis werk. Maak seker al jou ligte is aan, buite, binne. Voor jy gaan slaap, kan jy binne afsit. Maak seker jy het genoeg beligting buite om jou erf lig te maak. Asook maak seker al die bossies langs jou vensters en jou huis en goedjies is getrim, sodat kriminele nie daar kan wegkruip nie. As jy dink jou sekuriteitstelsel is nie goed genoeg nie, kontak ons gerus. Ons kan seker maak jy het 'n goeie stelsel in plek.
In this week's episode of Things We Don't Talk About, Prisha chats to us about bullying in schools. And we're not just talking about the kids.
Ek dink ons moet vandag 'n baie ongemaklike gesprek hê, want ons praat baie oor kinders wat geboelie word in skool, maar bitter min mense praat oor onderwysers wat elke dag emosioneel, verbaal, professioneel en selfs fisies verniel word. En nee, hierdie is nie deel van die werk nie, dis nie normaal nie, dis nie aanvaarbaar nie en dis besig om die onderwysstelsel baie stadig dood te maak. Onderwysers word uitgebrand. Nie net oor admin nie net oor lang ure nie, maar oor konstante konflik, vernedering, chaos, aggressie, intimidasie en 'n totale gebrek aan ondersteuning. Studies wys dat meer as 53% van onderwysers medium vlakke van emosionele uitputting ervaar en amper 38% reeds in die hoër risikokategorie van ernstige emosionele uitbranding val. So dink mooi daaroor. Dis mense wat elke dag vir kinders moet staan en funksioneer terwyl hulle emosioneel leeg is. En die waarheid, party onderwysers gaan werk doen met dieselfde angs waarmee ander mense 'n toksiese verhouding sou binnegaan. Ons leef in 'n tyd waar dissipline afgebreek word, respek vir gesag verdwyn en skole al hoe meer soos oorlogsvelde begin voel. Onderwysers word gevloek, verneder, geïgnoreer, gefilm, bespot, gedreig en in sommige gevalle fisies aangeval. Daar is gevalle waar onderwysers gestamp, gestoot, geskop, geslaan, gespoeg en selfs met stoele gegooi word. Ander se voorkoms word openlik op sosiale media bespot. Sommige ontvang dreigemente teen hulle families en die ergste deel, baie mense lag daaroor asof dit snaaks is. Dit is nie snaaks nie. Dit is trauma. En dis nie net leerders nie. Onderwysers word ook geboelie deur ouers, kollegas en selfs skoolbestuur. Suid-Afrikaanse navorsing wys dat skoolhoofde dikwels die grootste oortreders is wanneer dit kom by werksplek boelies. Manipulasie, vernedering, openbare afkraak, kommunikasieblokkades, professionele sabotage, isolasie, mense wat doelbewus iemand probeer breek. Navorsing wys dat emosionele uitputting direk gekoppel is aan kommunikasie, blokkades, defamasie, isolasie, persoonlike afkraak en die gevoel dat jou werk geen waarde het nie. Hoe meer 'n onderwyser verneder word, hoe meer begin hulle emosioneel afskakel. Dis wat ons noem depersonalisasie. Jy begin koud raak, afstandelik. Jy funksioneer, maar jy voel niks meer nie. Jy gaan in 'n survival mode in. En dan vra mense, hoekom goeie onderwysers die beroep verlaat? Een studie het gewys dat meer as 76% van onderwysers wat geboelie word, die beroep wil los as gevolg van mishandeling. Ander studies wys dat tot 90% van onderwysers in sekere omgewings slagoffers van boeliegedrag was binne 'n tydperk van 12 maande. Dis nie 'n klein probleem nie, dit is 'n epidemie. En kom ons wees eerlik, 'n onderwyser wat bang is vir sy of haar klas kan nie effektief onderrig nie. 'n Onderwyser wat elke dag verneder word, kan nie emosioneel beskikbaar wees vir kinders nie. 'n Onderwyser wat geestelik vernietig word, gaan eventually afskakel of siek word of die beroep verlaat. Ons praat baie oor kinders se geestesgesondheid en ons moet, maar wie kyk na die mense wat elke dag probeer om daardie kinders te dra? Onderwysers is nie slaansakke nie. Hulle is nie robotte nie. Hulle is nie emosielose mense wat net moet cope nie. Hulle is mense met families, emosies, trauma en breekpunte. En voor iemand sê, ja, maar party onderwysers is ook verkeerd, natuurlik is daar gevalle waar onderwysers verkeerd optree. Maar vandag gaan hierdie gesprek oor die stilte rondom onderwysers wat elke dag ly en niemand praat daaroor nie, omdat mense te bang is om die waarheid te sê. 'n Toksiese skoolklimaat vernietig nie net onderwysers nie, dit vernietig leer, dit vernietig dissipline, dit vernietig kultuur en uiteindelik vernietig dit kinders se toekoms. Ons kan nie aanhou verwag dat mense kwaliteit opvoeding moet gee in 'n omgewing waar hulle konstant afgebreek, verneder en emosioneel uitgeput word nie. So dis tyd dat ons ophou maak asof onderwysers net sterk genoeg moet wees. Want selfs die sterkste mense breek wanneer niemand hulle beskerm nie. En dis gesprekke wat ons meer as een keer moet hê.
This week's comedy section is proudly brought to you by Grill King in Heidelberg.
And finally, we've got some hot topics in the comedy section this week. That's what we're going to end off with. But thank you once again for tuning in. Remember to like, subscribe, and follow on any of our channels. You'll see them in the post. Thanks. Have a good week. Ronald?
Thank you, everyone. After this segment, you might call me Harry Hot Lips. We'll see you again next time. Same place, same time. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Ons is hierdie week uitgedaag om Grill King se Dynamite Chicken Wings te probeer. En ons is nie bang vir warm goed nie. Nee.
Ja, Ronald, We've got our fire extinguisher ready. I've got the fire engine on speed dial and the toilet paper's in the freezer. So we can maybe start. Let's say, we're not scared. No, we're here to have a little bit of fun with a little bit of comedy. So let's do it. You ready?
Yeah, let's
I
go.
think I'm going to beat you.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably not. Okay. Here we go.
Ons skryf vir mamma 'n snitchel en gooi vir pa 'n lekker dop. Check hoe braai die grillking daar die hoenderhaan.
Very nice.
Fall in love with the first bite.
Delicious.
Ooh.
Ag please daddy won't you take us to the grill king.
Struggling a bit there.
No.
On Facebook. Even Rassie
You know,
the Springboks man.
Me and Hot Stuff were like the same WhatsApp group.
Wondering how the hell they even got this far. Onion rings and chicken wings,
is baie lekker.
and lollipop wings. Kom ons vat die ribs en dan eet almal saam. Ons skryf vir mamma 'n snitchel en gooi vir pa 'n lekker dop. Check hoe braai die grillking daar die hoenderhaan.
If I could give someone some advice, if you go to
Fall in love
Grill King
with the first bite.
and you're really hungry, this is the perfect start. How's it tasting?
It's delicious. I love the basting. Got a bit of a bite. Not too bad. I'm enjoying it.
Bit of a bite.
I
think someone's just lit my fuse on about it.
Won't be able to finish them, wondering how the hell they even got this far. Onion rings and chicken wings, burgers and lollipop wings.
Tomorrow I'm gonna have that's like a Michelin
En
tube.
dan eet almal saam.
Dink hoe meer jy eet, hoe erger word het.
En gooi vir pa
Bliksem is lekker.
check hoe braai die grillking daar die hoenderhaan. Grill King, fall in love with the first bite.
You know what, I'll be honest, I'm not really much of a wings guy. But these are superb.
Delicious, they're tender, full of the bone.
Ag please daddy won't you take us to the Grill King. Everyone keeps sharing their monster burgers on Facebook.
Moet sê,
Even Rassie
jy raak rarig warm oor meer jy eet, al begin my hiccups ontslaan.
wondering how the hell they
The
even
brandweer bel.
this far.
Nog nie.
Onion rings and chicken
Wow, yes.
wings, burgers and lollipop wings. Kom ons vat die ribs en dan eet almal saam. Ons skryf vir mamma 'n snitchel.
Ek weet nie of het vandag eet of die hitte is nie. Dalk 'n bietjie van albei.
You know when this is gonna be really hot? Tomorrow morning.
Put the toilet paper in the freezer.
With the first bite.
Already done. Finish with the toilet paper, it's gonna look like the Japanese.
Ag please
Ooh.
daddy won't
Of course, wings need to be messy.
everyone keeps sharing
As
their
you can
monster
see.
burgers on Facebook. Even Rassie and the Springboks man won't be able
Oh,
to
guys, seriously,
finish them.
if you want some good
Wondering
wings,
how they even got this far.
I can recommend Grill King. These are absolutely fantastic.
Burgers and lollipop wings. Kom ons
You're not a fan of hot wings?
dan eet almal
Order them in barbecue. Or try their lollipop wings. Delicious as well.
vir pa 'n lekker dop. Check hoe braai die grillking daar die
I've only got one left, unfortunately. Looks like you're battling a bit there, Ronald.
Not at all, just enjoying the moment.
We might be speaking to each other in sign language.
Ag please daddy won't you take us to the Grill King. Everyone keeps sharing their monster burgers on Facebook. Even Rassie and the Springboks man won't be able to finish them. Wondering how the hell they even got this far. Onion rings
They've got
and
some good
chicken
food at
wings,
Grill King, huh?
burgers and
They've got that,
lollipop
that
wings.
mountain burger challenge.
En dan eet
I
almal
believe that's also
saam.
very nice.
Ons skryf vir mamma 'n snitchel.
Mountain Man Challenge,
Vir pa 'n lekker
hot wings,
check hoe braai
king portion of chips, and the monster burger. If you finish it in 25 minutes, it's free. If not, pay $300.
Which is not bad, huh? I've made so much mess here.
Maybe you should give the Mountain Man Challenge a go next.
You know,
Ag please
I think between the two of us we might be able to do it.
Grill King. Everyone keeps
But my nose is running.
burgers on Facebook.
My tongue is like
The
dead.
Springboks man won't be able to finish them. Wondering how the
I think I need a swig of water.
got this far.
Ooh, said the dragon.
Seems like you're struggling there, Neil. I'm just enjoying it.
Oh. It's hot, but it's really not. If you're a fan of hot stuff, go to Grill King. These wings will knock you over.
Please, Daddy, won't you take us to the Grill King? Everyone keeps sharing their monster burgers on Facebook. Even
Delicious.
Russie and the Springboks men won't be able
Taste,
to finish them.
10 out of 10.
How the
Eat,
hell they even
6 out of 10.
this far. Onion
I don't know.
rings and chicken
Eat
wings,
maybe a little bit above 6.
lollipop wings.
I think when the camera stops rolling, you'll probably call it at 8.5. But thanks, Grill King. Those are excellent. And I'm struggling to find my breath. Thanks, David, Grill King, Rommel.
Thank you so much, everyone, for watching once again. We'll see you next week. If you think your wings are hotter than the vets at Grill King, give us a shout and we'll try it out.
Cheers, everyone.